one last chapter, one last riff, and then it's on to private Discord. Is everybody ready? First of all, I'm skipping the preceding chapter, because once again, it's just a knockoff of complete with the drawing of the sword straw, and the Link trying to sacrifice himself. And it works. Problem. Link now has the powers. He can nuke it. But just when it all seems like Myken's going to go with sad ending, he doesn't. Actually, he goes with the super mega duper happy ending. Not only is the asteroid destroyed, but all the OCs that died during the asteroid are now back to life. It gets better. So is Link. And the Sensi's families are there. They figure out that the Sensi equal their daughters. And it gets better. As we find that Mike does have father issues and wants a father figure. Because he gets to see her estranged father again. You know, the guy who in canon separated from her mom, left to work in the woods somewhere that does paint, only sends her art. Yeah. It's official. Mercury is his favorite. Because she gets her backstory. She gets her parent to show up. And she gets her dad back. Oh, and Mars gets a hug from her family. I almost feel like saying, stay on the Ansley Becky, Makoto. But he did not say anything about Jupiter's family. Which, I gotta admit, is actually kind of tolerant of him. I have expected him to say Makoto's mom and dad were there. That way we can make fun of him. But no, her mom and dad do not show up, so yeah. Great. He revives Applejack's mom and dad, but Makoto's? Oh no, she gets left in dirt. And he didn't say anything about Ray's mom and dad, so I'm curious about that. And of course, Link manages to lip lock Zelda, and everybody's going, congratulations! 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 Thank you all. Which means that this all turns out to be inside Link's head as he watches the Senshi get brutally murdered by Ganondorf, and then Link causes third impact to happen, and goes through a series of self-discovery, only to wake up and find himself on a lake full of fluid, and that's when he sees Zelda. He's about to strangle her, but then he stops as he continues to go on to his realization. Zelda says, I'm sick, and I'm sorry, I'm on an Ava kick today. My apologies, I haven't watched anything Ava-related in a few weeks. Hey, at least I'm not doing a backwards joke. And for the rest of you, let's continue with the final chapter. Complete with review, because we all know it's coming. Link didn't give the girls or Darien back their armor or weapons, ellipses. He didn't have to. They would no longer be needed of them. Well, ellipses, I guess this is goodbye, everyone. Link said, Goodbye, Axie Lemon. Going, asked Artemis. Where else? Home, said Saria. Now that we have the Triforce back, ellipses, we plan to bring our planet and all its inhabitants back to life, ellipses. We can start our lives over again, said Zelda. But wait, cried Jupiter. What if someone else comes to your planet again? But let us repose as where we did the last time, said Ryu. I bound his fist against her hand. This time's gonna be different, sister. We've had 10,000 years to think about it. But what about us? Asked Mars. You've done so much for us and all of you. Ellipses, we need you with us. Rijo shook her head. No, she said. You privileged you lost, like you were Pearl nodded. Kids, ellipses, you're all the finest bunch of fighters we pulled off the street of ages. You know how to rock worlds, big time. The scouts understood. So, ellipses, you're going to recreate Planet Lycra? Asked Mercury. We hope you have a safe journey. So, what is the new plan that you're going to come up with? Impa smiled and bowed her head. But child, ellipses, it should not be a Planet Lycra, she said. This confused everyone. And then Link said, ellipses, it'll be, ellipses, our world. With that, all the bodies began to glow and suddenly flew up into the sky. The Senshi waved to the aliens as they flew away. The Air Force and NASA saluted them. Good luck, Sailor said. Good luck, Sailor CG, called Reiru. Goodbye, everyone, called Saria. Catch you later, brothers and sisters. Asked smirked Dorinia. So, called Ruto. Thank you, everyone, said Impa. Spitty later, kids, said Navarro. Bye! Ellipses. I won't forget you guys, called Tito. Everyone down below kept waving, goodbye, Master. Goodbye, Princess. Have a safe journey home. Link and Zelda looked down upon them all. Farewell, you poor earth creatures. What? Hey! You need to mock us! Link held out his ocarina. We will never forget you, he said. But for you, Ellipses, your memory of us will only exist in your hearts. Wait, what? He played this on the time, and a wave of light flashed all over the earth. Everyone realized what was happening, and before they knew it, Ellipses, the next day, Ellipses. What? A normal, quiet morning until a certain shriek of shock alerted everyone in the neighborhood was drinking, and why she was drinking. You guessed it, but you only one. Ah! Well, you can't, Ellipses. Why can't somebody wake me up? Cried Siri as she dashed out the door, almost forgetting her lunch book bag. Oh, why does school have to be so early in the morning? Well, okay, one last song. Okay, Fick. Armageddon has a soundtrack by Aerosmith. One of my top 10 favorite 80s, 90s rock bands. I listen to their songs a lot. I even have a Spider-Man video game playlist with music mostly by Aerosmith. I am that much of a fan. I swear to God, if this fic does not have I Don't Want to Miss a Thing as the end credits song, I'm going to be miffed. I am going to be miffed and disappointed in you, fic. But until then, one of my favorite Dove Sailor Moon tracks. Got up this morning on the right side of my bed with all these crazy thoughts screaming through my head. As Rena ran down the streets, Luna and Artis, the only ones mostly unaffected by Link erasing their memories, watched her. I'm really proud of our set, said she. Said Artis, they really did it. Yes, Ellipses, for now, for some reason, they don't remember each other. It's almost as if they never even met. They don't remember being friends, they don't see nothing. Whoa, time out. So what you're saying is, not only do we have the events of the S movie, Send the Outers, or something, and not only did this take place before the R series, so, but Link not only was able to wipe their memories, but put them back into stage 1. I have questions. 1. Why? When Isagi did that, she did that as part of a wish. She wanted to return to normal life. She wanted her friends back. She wanted to have her friends free of the ravages of war and of battle. She didn't want to fight anymore. She wanted to be away from it. Because they had a pretty lousy time on Antarctica. So, why did Link remove all their memories? Next question. Did the entire planet just suddenly get wiped? Because there's a lot of questions. Did we all just get sent back a year or something? What's more, Disney says she doesn't get her estranged father back. And why? Why even do this? You didn't even need to do this part. You could have said this during the break between R and S. And why take away their friendship? You didn't even reset that far. You could have reset it to just after the battle fight, because we see that they're okay. Remember, the other reason for the reset, they were all dead at the end of the first series, but here, since we're following dub rules, they're fine. Why? There's no point in all this. I can't wait to see what this world holds for me. Oh, it's a new day. Oh, it's a new day. And when I see you, anytime or place, you are the reason for the smile on my face. Link had done a real good job erasing their minds. They did not remember him, the sages, the battle of Ganondorf on the asteroid, neither did Luna or Artemis. So, what happens when we get to the part of the R series where Luna restores everybody's mind? Are we just going to restore the Ganondorf fight? Oh well, Ellipses, they'll just have to meet up again, Ellipses, and then maybe things will come back together. Because you make me feel all my dreams can be real. Oh, it's a new day. Oh, it's a new day. Yes, ellipses. But what about Serena and Darian? It feels so good to be alive, even if a little rain should fall. 'Cause every moment brings a new surprise to us all. Hi, I'm Serena, ellipses, a hospital volunteer. Yeah, a real bad accent. I hope you're okay. Yeah, ellipses. You know, Serena, no offense, but you had the weirdest looking hair. Looks like a pair of meatballs. Excuse me? Here I come to cheer you up. And you say my hair looks like meatballs? Oh, it's a new day. Oh, it's a new day. Here now I found a friend. You'll be with me to the end. Oh, it's a new day. I'll admit, I do have a fondness for the deep dub ending. I mean, it's not as good as the actual ending, but it's kind of sweet in its own way. Somewhere out in another galaxy, ellipses. Well, I guess we're not going to get Don't Want to Miss a Thing. Oh well. Planet Lagra had been completely restored, and all the life forms of the planet were back based on Lincoln's Southwest and Dreyfus. This time, the planet was protected and recreated by the light of the gods, could never again be attacked or invaded by evil forces. Demise, I don't think so. Da. Wait, that music. Da. Could it be? No. I could stay awake just to hear you breathing. Watch you smile while you are sleeping. While you're far away dreaming. Yes! This is official! This is Mike's best fic ever! I mean it! No hyperbole! No metaphor! This is it! This is Mike's best fic! Purely because of Aerosmith and Alice Cooper! Let's give a round of applause! Bravo, Alice and Aerosmith! Your music makes any fic better! You see, Vaughn, I wouldn't hate you so much. So much. If you would actually put in Aerosmith, AC/DC, and Alice Cooper. With all that said, Lincoln Zelda decided to pick off where they left off. They were now bowing before Rayru in the Royal Garden, complete with sponsored by the Toyota RV, it seems. With all of Hyrule gathered before them to celebrate this glorious event, Link and Zelda were finally tying the knot. Zelda was wearing... Yes? Mikey, a parenthesis for distant thoughts is not meant to be a replacement for dungeons. A wedding gown just like Melorna's gown from Scaflone. Yeah, Melorna's wedding gown was pretty, but I love Hitomi's dresses more. They were cute and gorgeous and they were friendly. Kind of actually enjoyed them. But, concerning Melorna's relationship and how her wedding ended up, and she'll most likely end up with Alan Cesar, after she sees Alan about to fly off in one of his ships, and she goes, I finally understand, and starts riding towards him, and she takes a giant motherfucking leap onto his ship, and wraps her arms around his neck, and Alan goes, Melorna, you realize that there's gonna be a lot of troubles. You know that we're gonna have a lot of adventures up ahead. And Melorna just gazes to Alan's eyes. Hey, I almost watched the end of the world. I'd like to see the beginning of a new one with you. And Melorna and Alan give each other a kiss. He picks up his son from the kingdom, and they fight somewhere nice, live in the woods together. Along with continual visits from Landau, who has finally decided to stay a girl. They live happily ever after, and Alan and Melorna get 3 kids together. Wait! What? Enough of your Melorna and Caesar shit! I can't help it. There's my second favorite couple in Escaflowne, and I love Escaflowne! It was wearing a very strong looking outfit. A white stocking cap and messy I'm sorry. Link's apparently been replaced with a ghost. Boo! Nancy Tinkle affects her Triforce on the chest, gold shoulder pads, silver undergarment, boo! Ellipses, and a blue and purple cape with messy boots. I could spend my life with the sweet surrender. I could stay lost in this moment forever. Every moment spent with you is a moment I treasure. Did you know that Aerosmith actually thought they would be looked down upon for doing this ballad? That people wouldn't like it. Only to, I think it won an award with this, and it wasn't a Razzie, so it was nominated. And this is why. Roll my eyes at the Razzies. Once they'd given permission to kiss, before they did that, Ellipses, Zelda peeked through transparent parts of her veil, and looked over his shoulder to the guards, Ellipses. In honor of their actions and friendship towards everyone, golden life-size statues of the moon, Ellipses, Mercury, Ellipses, Mars, Ellipses, Jupiter, Ellipses, Venus, Ellipses, Uranus, Ellipses, Neptune, Ellipses, Saturn, Ellipses, Pluto, Ellipses, and TBTB. And the starlights. It's actually a common, and Luna and Artemis. And one final larger-than-life one of Queen Serenity, Ellipses, Link's magically created daughter. We have questions. Link and Zelda smiled, knowing they were all there with them in spirit, as they slowly moved and kissed each other with deep love passion. Ellipses and all of the world went wild! Whee! Don't wanna close my eyes! I don't wanna fall asleep, cause I miss you, baby. And I don't wanna miss a thing, cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream would never do. I still miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. That night came a well-deserved time, Ellipses, and yes, Ellipses, let's just say they got a little dirty, Ellipses. Okay, they got really naughty, but can you blame them? I can assume, they're married, that's perfectly okay. Lying close to you, feeling your heart beating, and I'm wondering what you're dreaming. Wondering if it's me you're seeing, and then I guess your eyes think we're together. I just wanna stay with you in this moment, forever, forever and ever. Don't wanna close my eyes, I don't wanna fall asleep, cause I miss you, baby. And I don't wanna miss a thing, cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream will never do. I still miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Oh my darling, cried Zelda, I love you so much, as I you, Ellipses, my princess. The first year and a half of marriage, Link were king and queen of Hyrule. And yes, Ellipses, they did have children. 6 wonderful children, Ellipses. First, Zelda gave birth to their son, Ellipses. Then she had 2 twin daughters, Ellipses, and finally triplets. Okay. I hope they don't go for Route 4. All of them daughters. 1 boy and 5 girls. Ellipses. I think we all know what they named them. No, we don't. Not really. I don't want to miss one smile. I don't want to miss one kiss. I just want to be here with you. Right here with you, just like this. I just want to hold you close. Feel your heart so close to mine. And stay here in this moment for all the rest of time. Don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep, cause I miss you, baby. And I don't wanna miss a thing, cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream will never do. I still miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Link and Zelda never forgot about the Senshi, or Tuxedo Common. In fact, all of Hyrule looked up to their statues like gods. Link and Zelda always had time for their children, playing with them, going on picnics, teaching them how to ride horses at a ranch. Balan, of course, was upset that she got mixed in this fic. Darn it. As Link and Zelda tucked their little babies into their cribs and toddlers into bed, admiring how sweet they were, then they walked out to the balcony at the castle, looked up to the sky where the moon was full and the stars were shining like diamonds. Thank you, everyone, Link prayed to the moon. He'll always remain in my heart, always. Zelda turned to her husband and smiled. My friends have been so strong, Ellipses. I know they'll hurt you, she said. Link felt down at his wife, as their romantic embrace. Ugh, Ellipses, I think I'll be sick, Teal muttered as he flew off of her night flight. Don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fall asleep. I don't want to miss a thing. The end. Well, Mike has got this little backstory about when he was 8, playing with Thunder Sword and descends to the level for Thunder Sword? Okay, this is kind of cute and all, but I've had essentially be friends with the Power Rangers, working together. thing, use the link instead to make him noble and all that. Again, we've had to work out together instead of being a master. And here he goes with ego blowing. And I love how he tries to say that this is only one of its kind. My kid, I'm around 12, I did Emerald Ball Z. It's not the only one of its kind, trust me. Radio time. Yeah. You know what? I do have the Senshi here with me, and I think they all agree. This Vic, and I'm afraid to say it, isn't all that bad. Well, don't get me wrong. This Vic sucks. All bad. Grammatical issues, the overuse of ellipses, the sheer refusal of descriptions, the use of the Sailor Says bit. Which I've heard some people actually try to go, oh, back in the old days, the people of our cartoons turned into life coaches and they gave us PSAs. Yeah, you know what most people like me did? We skipped them. Because they were boring and interrupted our cartoons. I'm not going to, you guys. We hated it! Yes, it was dumb, stupid, and I'm glad it was gone. But it's not that bad in comparison to a lot of Megan's later stuff. I'm not going to call it good, but it was bad in a way of watching a movie like The Giant Claw or even Robot Shocks. You know it's kind of bad. You know it's not making much sense, but it can't help but smile a goofy grin at stupidity that's on the screen and have a little fun with it. Yeah, what, Usagi? Now that I think about it, didn't you create a list dedicated to some of the worst Sailor Moon cliches of bad fics you've ever seen? Yeah, I have. Surprisingly, Megan only got 3 of them. This was still basically just the original series. We still had the Senshi being weaker than the visitors, just to make the visitor look good. And of course, there was plenty of Usagi bashing. Speaking of which, sorry about that. Yeah, you know in these fanfics we don't really mean it. They just continue to think that you're only one character. Girls, I've gotten used to it by now. It's a bad Sailor Moon fanfic, it happens. But let's look at all the things that Maiken didn't do with this fic. There was no male OC to bang Mercury. Thank God. None of the Senshi were horribly killed, mutilated, or anything else. Thank God! As a matter of fact, the death count actually was added onto it because it was actually now negative because Mamoru survived. And again, don't get me wrong, the lore is still fucked up all to hell knows when. But at least it had the Senshi do stuff. More than Von Doom. I kept comparing this fic to Von Doom in my head, and I realized that in spite of all the stupidity, this fic does way more right than Von Doom ever did in his entire life. By still giving the Senshi some agency and not trying to kill them, and actually letting the Senshi partake in the final fight and actually having some battles, this actually made it somewhat interesting. And by not having an OC to bang any of the Senshi, this also gave us a chance to have the Senshi. Again, sadly, the Senshi still are weaker than the man and to be subservient to Link and all that. But I would almost take this over Twilight, Von Doom Twilight. Being Mr. I have all the Senshi techniques and I'm stronger than everybody. Ho 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 ho. For the 5th bloody time. or watching the Sensei all die again, or some fake sexual assault scene with Usagi. Tell us about it. No. And yeah, the other big failing of this fic is that it followed the game to the letter. Every time they got to the temple, it was just nothing more than the Game Pro strategy guide being played to you. You guys could have watched me doing a Let's Play. I was about to say Game Grumps, but I actually want you guys to have some entertainment rather than watching Game Grumps. Ding! Had to work that last one in, didn't you? Uh-huh. And speaking of dialogue, I also should note that I did see a lot of innuendos that we could easily make fun of. Unfortunately, since Micah was 18 and 14 at the time like this, I have a strange feeling he did not know what he was writing. And I feel guilty every time I make fun of somebody with that bit of naivete, because I've seen so many people like that, where they say something and they're like, oh, you mean it means this? Not knowing that. Not only that, but words have changed for so often. It's fun, but it's only for a short while. But then you get to the rest of the meat and greet of this fic, and again, like I said, not bad. Yeah. The parts where it ripped off Armageddon word for word were utterly stupid, but as you saw when my little brother took over for a bit, it was actually so funny because it went over the top. As Mike had to stretch all realms of possibility, relativity, and theory to its limit just to say why we needed Link to go to the asteroid. And you gotta admit, it may have been over the top, it may have been stupid, but that was hilarious as hell. That was fun. Jeez. No wonder Project After was the only one who got to the end. Everybody else just stopped in the first few chapters. Although I do have one comment on Project After, I think they were taking it a little bit too seriously. At times they were a little more like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I've done worse. You guys have seen worse on this channel. I've shown you Deathstalkers fanfics. I've shown you that Sonic and Final Destination fanfic where Sonic basically went, oh, everybody's going to die. Oh, well, fuck them. I've shown you Von Doom. You know bad. I've shown you horrible. Hell, you've seen me hate fics that are considered classics. So yeah, I know what I've gone through. And this, it may be bad, but it ain't it. But it's still funny. It's still a laugh riot. In all the right ways. And it's a fun way to just riff on an afternoon with a couple of friends. And also the bad guys were your typical Saturday morning crap because, oh my god, I don't think Micah knows how to write an intimidating villain. But in a way, that made itself kind of fun too. You know, I kind of missed this Micah. The one that wasn't touched by things change and his overwhelming hatred of friendship. One who didn't let hatred into his heart so much that he's gone up against anybody who has feelings or compassion. I miss this guy. Because this one seems like he's genuinely trying to have fun. Like he's genuinely trying to enjoy himself. This Mike is actually happy. Actually enjoying writing. I kind of miss it. And I feel sorry. But I suppose that's a lesson I wish more people would take from Fall of Starfleet. And I mean everyone who's ever read that fic or tries to sit down and gets grumpy about it. Hatred's easy. Kindness, compassion, love, friendship, that's hard. It fills you up with anxiety and makes you feel good. But it's just there for a short while. Then the next thing you know, you're craving your next blitz. And I've seen so many riffers fall to the wayside because they only focus on the bad. They never really go for any good. They never try to talk about what they do like. You guys might not remember, but Bennett used to have a show called Fanfiction Theater where he said, "I'm looking at the very worst of bad fanfiction." He quit because he said he couldn't tell the difference between a bad fanfic and a troll fic. And that's what happens when you focus only on the bad. I did this riff as part of the anniversary because I felt like this went for the other half. All the fun I have with riffing and being silly with bad fics and just generally having a good time. And the reason I did that was because it connected with two of the mainstays of this channel. Von Doom, bad fics, and just spending time tearing on Mikan. And that's why I did this. It was a fun little way to celebrate. If Sweet Taste of Cake is what I made this channel for, then this fic represents everything I've done with the side channel. Just generally having fun with a bad fic I might have accidentally hit across for when I feel like I've been reading too many good ones. Just generally sit back, relax, drink a Dr. Pepper, my boss at my side, hello, just tearing it up. Well, next time we'll get around to doing Private Discord. See you then.